Hey y'all, I'm talking with East Palo Alto legend, Mr. Brenner himself. Mr. Brenner, how long have you been here in East Palo Alto?
52 years.
52 years. Where did you originally come from? I was talking to JW. He said he came from Texas. Where did you come from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. So what brought you out here?
Ford Motor Company.
Ford Motor Company? What was you? Okay, so basically it was a job that got you out here.
Yeah.
So what was you building?
Ford cars.
Ford cars and assembly line. So what? And back then, at the time, what cars were you working on? You said, did you build the Mustangs or Fairlines or what was you building?
I built the Ford pickups.
Oh, so working on the assembly line is a pretty demanding.
You know, I was a production manager.
Oh, okay. So you told people what to do. Hey, get over here and keep the line
I
moving.
had 3,000 head of beans, yeah.
Okay. So next question. When we met, you were in the junkyard business. So what?
Well, I was working at Ford Motor Company at night.
Oh, and you did the junkyard stuff in the daytime.
Yeah.
Oh, so what? So you burning the candles on both ends, was that a hard thing to do, as in manage a junkyard and working a manager at night?
No, because I wasn't doing nothing at night but sleeping.
Oh, okay. So you was able to manage people. You had it so fine tuned that it didn't need you, but you was there.
You know the Johnson brothers. You remember the Johnson brothers?
No, I don't think I met them, but I knew the Wilsons. But I'm a lot younger.
Did you know Gertrude Wilson?
Yes, I know her
husband. Well, he was my lead mechanic. My lead replacement man. And the Johnson brothers, I had about 15 people out of East Palo Alto. Little Willie had the barbecue stand across the ramp. He was one of my general foremen.
Okay.
Oh, I had a bunch of people out of East Palo Alto.
Okay, so
Roy Edge's grandson.
Oh, okay. You got a few people.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what brought a lot of people from the other countries to make them come to East Palo Alto? Was the opportunity, or was it?
They didn't come from different countries.
I mean, different states. I mean, different parts of the country.
They came from San Francisco down here.
Oh, so what was the attraction to East Palo Alto then?
Well, East Palo Alto, well, me, Ed Brenner, Jones, Roy Edger. There's about 6 or 7 of us blacks. White, you remember White that was president of Bank of America?
Yeah, I heard that name.
Well, him. And this other real estate agent. I can't think of his name.
Ed Campbell?
Yeah, Ed Campbell.
Campbell Realty?
Yeah, I have. We all was down here. So Cubic, you remember Cubic?
I heard the name for it.
Well, then we started bringing them we started gambling. And everybody wanted to break us. So they come down here, and then they gradually started moving in.
Oh, okay.
And all the rest of it.
So
Caucasians started moving
They
out.
started moving.
Yeah,
They said, oh, the colored people are here, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Oh,
yeah.
And so...
I was watching a thing on the documentary on the history of East Palo Alto. It was a lot of Asian people that lived here.
Yeah, Asian people with the flowers,
it was
yeah.
all Asian.
All Asian. Right?
All Asian, yeah.
Yeah, I seen the live documentary and it
Yeah,
told the story.
yeah, we're all Asians. Yeah, heck yeah.
I had heard a story about you once, and you can deny say it was true or not. Somebody told me that somebody was getting married in Tahoe, and you rented 2 buses and brought everybody up there from Peninsula.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He said, man.
I got married in '82, I carried a plane load to Las Vegas.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. So you, okay.
You'll be packing.
So yeah, somebody told me that.
Yeah.
'Cause, my friend's wife, she said Kathy was on the bus with him.
Yeah.
And I said, what? I said, man, them white people must have been like, where are these people coming from? Yeah.
So, we used to do it.
Yeah, because we won't go into other stories of the past, but I just heard that one scenario. I said, man, my man Bill was doing it.
Yeah, we used to do it.
Okay, so seeing that you've been here from the beginning to where it is now, we're in the middle through all the pages, like when, for example, when did you come in East Palo Alto? What year?
50. Don't look at my coat pocket. 50. 57.
57. Okay, so
Came
being
here in 1957?
January 57.
so being that you've been from 57 till now, we're 2021. When was it the worst here, you think? Or what years was it? The 90s, the 80s? You know,
What do you mean the worst?
as in, say, the drug condition or the people, homeless people, or when was it East Palo at its best and at its worst? What do you have? Do the time shifts have you been in here? You know, How was it when you came in? When did it go bad with the shooting, or when did too much drugs come in? I see it's gentrifying now, where it's changing to a lighter complexion right now, and so, and the money definitely came back in.
It's worse now.
It's worse now?
To me, it is.
Why would you say that?
Back in my days, it wasn't no hungry.
Okay.
It wasn't no poor.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't nothing but money.
Okay.
So now it seems to me it's the worst.
It's worse. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember one time they had put East Palo Alto as murder capital of the country at one point for 1 year, and I was like,
but they didn't tell you that we were the richest little city in the United States.
Oh, they didn't bring that up.
Oh, they didn't tell you that though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, as an advice to someone getting in the golden old life, what has been your greatest investment?
I can't tell you that.
You can't tell you that. Well, I will say that then. Would you say if a person was able to buy real estate, would that be something they should get into?
Not now.
Not now?
No, not now.
Oh, okay.
Not now.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted to know, and just ask some questions of an OG who knows some things and just to see what your take on it was.
Our greatest mistake, seriously.
Uh-huh.
Our greatest mistake were my fault, Cody Red's fault, all our older heads' fault.
Uh-huh.
At one time, I owned the apartment buildings on Clark, both apartment buildings on Clark. I owned a two-family flat on Clark.
The ones on Clark, are we talking about the ones by Crystals over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I owned all of them.
Uh-huh.
The ones, not the building next door to the 10 units, but the house next door. The two-family flat. I owned that. Where Nate Gardner lived, the house next door, and the house next door. I owned 26, 27 Fordham. I owned one on Illinois. I owned 3 in Menlo Park. I fucked them all off.
What do you mean by you fucked them all off?
I sold them.
You sold them?
Yeah, like a goddamn fool.
Are you saying you sold too early, or you should have kept them as rentals?
Sold them too early. Come on.
Sold too early. Okay.
I got 3 left.
Okay.
Sold too early.
Well, I will say this: when I was out there in the street life,
you made the same mistake.
I made the same mistake, and this is what I would.
But I made a bigger mistake because I was getting them for like $13, $14, $15, $16.
Wow. Yeah.
See, when you come along, you had to pay $35 or $40 or $50.
Yeah, and what I bring up some of my friends. We talked about this, and we said that none of the older people who were here before us told us what to do with our money.
Well, let's read something to you about that. I had a 3rd grade education. I'm out of Tennessee. When I went in the Army at 16, Uncle Sam put me out. He put me out in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I come to St. Louis, Missouri, went to work for Ford Motor Company. They educated me, sent me to California. I never had no money. So when I got money, I didn't know what the fuck to do with it. I get $15,000, $20,000 an hour. Goddamn, man. Shit, I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
See?
So basically, it's all about how you being coached. People will tell you what to do with money.
I didn't have
You didn't have it.
I didn't have nobody to tell me, said I put this back, do this, until I got 70 years old. I was 70 years old before I knew how to put back money.
Yeah, because I was my godfather is Bernard Adger, and so I knew Mr. Adger.
Yeah.
And I did work on his yacht and all this stuff, and I was like, my mother said, Roy got a yacht, Rob, why don't you go put some music on it? I said, what's that, a yacht? He said, yeah, not the big little boat, but the big boat. And I talked to Mr. Adger, he met me out in Antioch. I said, man, what you do with this boat? He said, man, Robert, we go to Monterey Jazz Festival. And it was so far out of my picture, I thought about, wait a second, you way over here, you gonna go out the bay to the ocean, go down south. What kind of level person am I talking to here?
They had the Thunderbird Motel
Uh-huh.
at Jazz Festival. Me, Ed Branham, Ed Bryant and this other real estate agent. You guys call his name?
Campbell.
Campbell.
Used to rent the whole motel
Mm.
for 3 days. 3 days.
Wow. So see, that's a
Yeah, I
different.
got caught down there. I'm laying up in the bed with a white bitch down there. And my wife knocked on the door.
Oh Lord!
I said, come in if your nose clean. She said, I know your ass dirty. Oh, I know your ass dirty. Yep. Right down there in Monterey.
And see, young people today don't know that there is so much more in the world for you. And a lot of people, like you see them on TV, making our people look bad. They shooting and killing, slapping the Asians up and stuff. And turns out them kids from our city.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? I said, and they going for the instant gratification, not playing for the long haul.
Yep.
Now you in that 5x7,
Yep.
inside looking out, wondering, oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but you didn't. Scenario.
13 to 14,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my aunt lived in San Francisco in South City. That's how much she paid.
Yeah. I got one in Frisco, 1437 Hudson, right over 3rd Street. Yeah. I got one up there. I just got lucky, man.
When we moved here in 75, it was about 25,000.
I got everything I got since I was 70.
Mm-hmm.
All the money I made, 10, 15, 20,000 dollars a day. And that day, 7 days a week. Me and Cody Red, Nate Gardner fucked it all up. But that's where life goes.
So is Otis still around?
I talked to Otis last year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I talked to him. I ain't talked to him.
So every time I come in that yard, it seems like you and Otis would be going back and forth. I said, this is a love-hate relationship right here.
That was my partner over.
Uh-huh.
I took care of Otis.
Uh-huh.
I had a question. Were you here before Robert Gates?
Yeah,
So you were here before them?
hell yeah.
Because he always sounded like he was like one of the founding fathers or something. And I'm sitting there because I hear you talk, and you sound like you've been.
Gates them got here in the late 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, okay.
Robert didn't come on. His father came. He came later. Mm.
So let me ask you this. I'm 54, and I've never known anybody lived across the creek, San Francisco Creek, in the downtown Palo Alto area. I once knew a teacher that lived over there by the old Middlefield, by where Craig and the Sherper used to be at over there.
That's where I messed up.
And I never knew anybody black over there. Were we being held in this area and they wouldn't let us buy nowhere else?
Well, I could have been over there.
Uh-huh.
But see, when Ford Motor Company sent me here, they had built a plant in Peters. Well, they used to be in Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so they were where the Great Mall is. That's where the plant was, right? Where it is.
Right, they had built it.
Yeah.
But they hadn't, put the workers in.
Yeah.
So they were still in Oakland. So they sent me out there and said, Mr. Branham, to go find your place to live.
Uh-huh.
To try to find it close to the plant.
Uh-huh.
So I found East Palo Alto, so I come down here.
Uh-huh.
And Bentley real estate. Yeah, Bentley, white guy named Bentley. He carried me all around. But he didn't carry me across the creek.
Yeah.
Now, across the creek was like 35, 40, 50,000 off of them houses.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't carry me over there. Well, I ain't knowing the difference.
Okay.
If I'd have knew the difference, if somebody could have hit me, I could have been over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know but one chick over there.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of her name now. She's African.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be with the bank. When the bank first moved.
Bank of America?
Uh-uh.
Oh, which bank was talking about?
At 101.
Oh, okay.
Where the credit union at now.
Oh, Sanford Credit Union? Where that was that over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they first moved there,
Uh-huh.
I can't think of her name. She owns a lot of property.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, she was living over there.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed, I watched a documentary about East Palo Alto,
Yeah.
and Gertrude Wilkes said the white lady took her all around.
Yeah.
And she saw a nice house right across the creek over there from the West Side Apartments over there. And the lady came back later on talking about, I can't sell you the house over there. And she's like, why? She said, I just can't.
Now, back in them days, that was a powerful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Gertrude Wilkes, powerful. Yes, sir. Gertrude Wilkes.
Because I went to Nairobi Day School for 4th grade and 5th grade.
She had some juice back in them days.
Mm-hmm.
For the judges, everybody obeyed her.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. Her son, they had sentenced him. And he was on the bus, headed to the penitentiary. And she made some phone calls, they stopped the bus. I swear to God, so the sheriff there to get him. Yes, sir. You know, she was the first black that went to Africa.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. They sent her.
Okay.
They sent her to Japan to have her eyes operated on. Yeah, them white folks drugs took her through them.
Okay, she got some power there, yeah.
But I got a call this morning from a politician in Sacramento.